Alright, hey, what's up YouTube? It's KO, aka Knowledge Obtained. New album's out, so if you guys want to go check that out, I produced the whole thing, Spiritual Soldiers. There'll be a link in the description, but basically I'm about to hit you guys with another East Coast soul sample, and the sample comes from, what's her name? Toni Braxton, and it's Unbreak My Heart. So, let's get it in. You guys already know my process and know what I use. Nothing different, you know. There goes our that's our album cover, Spiritual Soldiers. If you guys can see that, Spiritual Soldiers. So go check it out. Bandcamp. It's on. Put it on iTunes too. So if you guys want to check it out. I know it sounds like I'm trying to market our album, but here it is right here. Spiritual Soldiers. Wake up, America. We are at war, you know. And basically, I produced the whole thing. And y'all already know how I get down. So my new album's coming out unscripted, so this is one of the beats from it. Getting a sneak peek, I guess you could say. So what we have here, let me play the sample for you guys. It's one of, like I said, one of our most famous songs. I think I have it in Edison. Nope. Let me just import it real quick. And I don't know if I really went into depth last time when I was showing you guys how to sample with Edison, but I can always, you know, do it again every video. But basically, I can show you guys what I did. If I can find it. Yeah, it's a really cool song. I like it, and it's a lot of soul in it. So, and all right, screw it. So basically, if you haven't heard the song, I'd probably just do it in iTunes. Stop being an idiot about it. Show you guys what. Okay, here we are. Here's iTunes. Break My Heart by Toni Braxton. Let's check it out. It's a pretty well-known song, so you know, like. So let me just find the sample. There's a cool breakdown in the song right here. Here it is, this whole thing. And that was pretty much it. So what I did was took it into FL Studio and chopped it up, and now I'm going to show you guys what I did with it. This was another one of those samples that I didn't really have a defined plan. I didn't really, let me zoom it in a little bit. I didn't really have a, oops. I didn't really have a game plan per se. I just chopped it up and found something. That's, if you guys don't know, that's a big way how I make some of my beats, is just random chopping and just looking for cool stuff. I think it's funner that way too, because it seems to happen that way. But here we are. We have it sliced up and all in the fruity slicer. You know, I have my chops there. Let me show you guys. Got my chops there. Those little, so you know, whenever I hit it. And it's basically just that one part. I can just play it all. Let me just do the play. That's a hand button. basically there's like a little guy. I don't know if he's a guy or girl. I don't want to be sexist, but there's a person, a guitar player in there, just dun, 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 dun. And I thought it was cool. I always like taking the little soul samples and chopping them up and stuff. So, basically I just made my chops. I just made my chops, and this beat was actually really simple, but believe me, it bumps. It hits pretty nice. And so basically, if you guys haven't used it before, I'll do a quick rundown. I always like showing people how to do this, but you just take it into Edison. Really simple. I mean, it's like trivial. Here, take it into Edison. How you get it into Edison? You just go there. This little arrow button. Go up to Edison. Click it, and then you can search your hard drive or whatever, wherever you have the music, flash drive. Find this song, and then and once you get it in there, you can just highlight whatever you want to do right there. So if I wanted to sample that, I'd do that, and then basically that's all you do. And another thing I didn't say in the last video, if when you're chopping, you can't have anything selected because it'll only just make a slice right there. So you want to have everything unselected, and then you play it through, and then you just hit the little slicing button right there, little slice plus. Also, there's an automatic slicer if you want to try that out. Sometimes I've made beats like that and they come out really nice. So sometimes the computer can chop it up pretty nicely, and other times not so much. So zoom in a little bit. There we go. Basically all I did was I took that part, the little soul sample. Like I said in the last video, I like to invert, and I like to clean up the sample a little bit so it's a little bit more prominent when you're listening to it. So I have one going to the stereo, one's going to the stereo. You can hear the sound difference, One is more explosive, one is more just inverted, and just it's more inverted and just it brings out just the little sounds. So basically what I did was I went through and I found a melody that I thought was dope, and I could play that right now. And so I thought that was pretty dope, I was just messing around on the keyboard. And I was basically that's all it really takes is if you have an idea, or if you know like there's a soul sample in there, it's all good, And plus another way I did it was everybody knows I like, or if you don't know, in the last video I talked about using the bass to find some of the rhythm in the beat. So, like on this on the main sample file, I just turned it up a bit and put some bass boost on it, and so I could really feel that bass. But I'm not gonna do it. But there's a way to go through and just filter out everything and just leave just the bass, so you know how to chop. And basically all I do is just go to maximizer. I'll do it real quick because I'm kind of in a rush. You just go to maximizer. Where's that piece of crap at? Oh, Maximus actually. And then it splits it into 3 channels. You have your high, low, and then your middle. Turn off the high and the mid, and then you just have straight bass. And then you can just usually sometimes when I'm mastering tracks, that's what I do. I go through and individually do all of that. I modify the bass, and I modify the mids, and then I play them together. Then I modify the high, and then I put it all together. If it doesn't sound good, go through and do it again. So basically, that's what I had, and then basically I just have a nice little snare. Hits pretty hard. Got it, my kick. It's a nice round kick, and same thing. I got my hat, and that's it. What, a beat in 1, 2, with 3 instruments and a sample. I mean, it's as simple as that. but you have to be able to know how to do it all, you know. So, and this is basically what I got from it, you know. I just put a nice little fade effect so it fades in and sounds a little bit more cooler. And then sequencing the beat, basically all I did was loop that. I mean, all you have to do is find the beat once and then just modify it and stuff and add stuff into it. This time I didn't really want to. This is a song called The Anthem. So it's not supposed to be like all electronic and stuff. It's supposed to be like the hood anthem, you know. That's what I'm going for with this track. So basically I have my sample playing, you know. I have my sample. And then I have my sample. Oops. I have my sample playing, and then I have my kick, and I have my snare, you know, really simple. You see? Really simple, you know, nothing big. But simplicity in drums is surprisingly better sometimes. You don't always want, you know, a million drums in there going off. The only one who can really get away with that is Kanye, but he like really, you know, gets it going, and he has his own style, you know. But basically, it's added a cool fade effect in, and I can just play the whole project. You know, I just went through, added in little clips, and you guys can see, added in little, you know, stuff, chopped up some stuff so the beat just plays and the sample just plays. And I think it's pretty cool what I did with the track, you know. So here we go. It's really as simple as that. I made this beat in like, let me see, F11. It says I have 9 hours and 26, but I've had the beat open for a while. But I made this beat a couple of weeks ago. I made it in like maybe 2 hours, maybe hour and a half, you know. And basically that's how you sample. Yeah. Well, this wasn't really an instructional video. This was just showing you some of the cool stuff I came up with. But it's pretty cool. I've never really heard this song sampled, so if anybody can find a sample to this, you know, please put it in a comment or something, and I can definitely just go check that out. I think this is a unique sample because I don't think anybody would really know what to do with that little soul breakdown. And here I just made it into a beat, you know. So I'm not trying to freaking toot my own horn, but I think it's just a creative sample right there. Because it sounds nothing like the original. And another thing that I did, I put multiple variations of the sample. It's not all just the same thing playing, you know. Sometimes I did Sometimes I did it that way, the ending. And I did it that way. So you see, like, even though I'm limited by the sample, I'm not necessarily super repetitive, you know. I can do it this way, you know. I think I did it this way. yeah, I did it this way. This was another ending I did. It's just really simple, you know, just trying when you're sampling, just do like little mix ups, I guess. That's what I like to call them, you know. Like you mix it up like I don't know, like this. Like that's a good ending to it if I did it like that. So you know, like I don't know, and I could go on forever, and I could like find other endings, but it's pretty cool because you're really, really getting into the chop, and you're really messing around with it a little bit more than more people do. You know, some people just take a little part, you know, like, and they'd have that going over and over again or something. I mean, not that. That was a piece of crap, but some people just have it going and then going and going and going and going with no real variation, you know? So, to be able to find other places that you could chop and just little stuff, you know? Like, if I could just chop it like... You know, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, and then back into, you know, like... Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. So, you know, just a bunch of little stuff, like, I bet you I looked like a really dumb person doing that. But, just the little stuff, you know, little chops and stuff. And then, basically with the drums, I kept it real simple. Nothing, nice hit, out of my 9th Wonder pack. That's, like, the only pack I ever use, I guess. But, you know, a nice hard-hitting snare. And then a nice kick that's gonna bump. And then that was it. I did do another thing. I modified the sample a little bit, like I turned up the bass. I don't know if I said that already, but I put it through a little bass boost. It's just a simple plug-in, and in the mixer on one of the down arrows, it says bass booster to give it more of a bass sub bass, you know. And that's pretty much it, you know. And I put a nice little fade effect in. So it comes in kind of like majestically, you know. All the beats are done though, so little sneak peek, Toni Braxton, Unbreak My Heart. And I don't think anybody's ever flipped it like this, so I'm pretty like ecstatic about that. But again, you can find me on Facebook. Kiahree is my, you know, official, but you can go